We are live. Hello.
Hey,
Hello,
everybody.
hello.
How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Welcome to the PTR Thursday update. I'm going to try to keep it pretty short today. We'll answer a few questions there once we jump into what I'm going to talk about today, which is why would projects go on the blockchain, right? What does that mean and what is going on? Because I've actually been looking at a few projects and I look at them and go, what the heck is that doing on the blockchain? It has nothing to do with crypto. It has nothing to do. Crypto plays no role in expanding or improving the process. It's simply, a matter of fact, somebody called me today and said, hey, can we do this on the blockchain? And I went, well, why? All it is taking the blockchain and using it as a way to make a product excited to sell an existing product in the marketplace. And so one of the things I want to jump into here is, and I don't know if we've gotten this across the board enough for people to understand. We are not just making blockchain projects. There's a lot of people out there that just go, oh my goodness, things are hot in the blockchain, cryptocurrency is hot, and NFTs are hot. Let's create a project and we'll just, whatever, right? And hopefully it'll make it more successful. The things that we're doing in the crypto space are on the cutting edge of blockchain, NFT, cross-chain on the blockchain, as well as in the metaverse. We are working with the cutting edge technologies to build solutions within that space, meaning there's a reason for each and every single one of our projects to exist. And we're using cutting edge technology in order to do that, whether that's things to block bots, whether that's for our DAO, it's Safufied right now, has been being used to protect people's assets. By the way, guys, over a half a dozen people that we know of right now have had their wallets hacked, and because their stuff was in the safe, their assets were protected. So it's already saved tens of thousands of dollars of stuff for people getting taken from their wallet. So it's already working. It's already providing value in the marketplace. However, the initial reason for creating it was in order to form DAOs in the crypto space. So we could go out and say, hey, all you projects that are functioning as DAOs and you want people to vote and you want people to be a part of it, we wanted to create a solution for that. Well, I'm excited to say today we've created that solution and we've made it even better than what I thought we could. And so over the next few weeks, we'll be implementing first TruBadger, start having our voting on chain. So first of all, there's a lot of things that are done in the crypto space that are shortcut. Let's just put it that way, meaning the idea of the blockchain and cryptocurrency is that everything's done in a trustless manner, meaning I don't have to trust whether the data is real or not real, if it was really what was intended or not intended. Why? Because I can go on chain and I can look at the data and the information. The problem is with that is wrap tokens. Most of those are done on an on-chain, off-chain mechanism. It's a combination between the two. And most voting is done on an off-chain, on-chain type thing. I actually vote, and in order to get beyond the gas fees, they're done on centralized servers where the voting takes place, and then the final tallies maybe move to a blockchain, and so it looks like it's being done on chain. Well, we have developed a process for fully on-chain, trustless voting, which means when the vote comes out, there is no, did somebody cheat that vote? Did somebody manipulate that vote? No, it was what was done on chain. And the very coolest part about it is we've been able to do it where we've eliminated any type of gas fees, which is one of the reasons why a lot of people don't vote. If you look at a lot of the DAO situation, a lot of the voting situations, there'll be a vote and there'll be like 8 people who vote on the initiative. So it makes it very hard to really get the sense of what's going on in the community because there's not enough people to vote. So our couple votes that we did, you had to pay a transaction fee in the past in order to then validate what was in your wallet, and then you could vote. Well, the way we've set it up now is that you will be able to vote. It'll still validate what's in your wallet, but it will be able to do that without transaction fees. So we have cracked an innovation in this space that nobody else is doing. And that innovation is going to pay huge dividends down the road because of the fact, and dividends meaning benefit, because we'll now be able to go provide services to other companies that want to form as DAOs utilizing our technology that we developed that is on the cutting edge. Insights, cutting edge technology. The technology that we're using in the community NFT project, CNP, is cutting edge, cross chain. You guys are going to see in the next couple of weeks. We're going to make a very big deal about it, because one of the things right now, you guys see it happening. NFTs have been, from OpenSea and other places, people getting them stolen from their wallet. Well, our NFTs are on Polygon, right? Well, in about 2 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks at the most, you will be able to go convert them from Polygon to the Binance Smart Chain, few pennies to do it. And then you will be able to store those NFTs in your Safufied wallets and have them completely safe and secure in the process. So it'll be the first on-chain security. Most people right now say, oh, go use a hard wallet. Problem is, you pull them off, then you got to put them back on. And then if you want to sell them, you've got all those issues there. We will have a solution for that. So that's just with Safufied and then CNP that are combining together. We are going to be revealing over the next few weeks some innovations in the play to earn space that are absolutely cutting edge, as well as in the metaverse space. Over the next 3 or 4 weeks, we should be revealing those to show. So let's see. And I guess the last part that I'll cover, and then we'll open it up for any questions that anybody has, is on when you're getting involved in projects that make sense and fundamentals. I'm going to actually pull up a project here and kind of show you guys how you can start. And of course, we'll use ours as an example, right, of how it is. I want to start showing you guys how to look and see. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, no financial advice here. I just want to start showing you guys how you can begin to evaluate projects that have that are safer maybe than some other ones that would be more dangerous out in the marketplace. I'm gonna do it. My internet's running pretty slow here right now, but let's see if it can pop up here, and you guys will be able to get kind of a tip on one of the ways that I used personally to evaluate whether to get in, out, or be a part of a project. So I'm going to use NSI. Hopefully you guys saw the updates on NSI. It looks like that will be launching next week. I'm really excited about that, the technology that's been built there and what's been put together, the accuracy of our reading and that type of stuff. So one of the things that you guys can look at here when you're evaluating the strength of a token, the likelihood whether it will have a dramatic drop, or if someone does sell, it's a smaller drop, is right here over on the left hand side of this. You'll see the market cap right here on the left on PooCoin. It's the best place to see this. And then right underneath that, you're going to see PCV2, right? So that's Pancake Swap V2, NSI BNB LP Holdings. This right here is the number of BNB and the total dollar value of that BNB that is being held. And in our projects, it belongs to the project, right? That's not my funds. It's not, it belongs to NSI, right? That belongs to TruBadger, belongs to that, right? This is the token holder's liquidity here. It's not that case in all projects. You need to look and ask that question, is who does the liquidity belong to? If the liquidity does not belong to, if it's provided by other token holders, or is the company's provided it, but it belongs to the company and it's not a DAO, then you might want to look at that. But what you need to do, guys, to find the strength or the vulnerability of a token is take this total $13.39595 million and divide it by 1.725. So we can do the math on that. So this is a way to tell. Now this is just the BNB liquidity. There's a matching liquidity of NSI, so you would double that if you wanted to take into consideration. But that covers the buy and the sell, the swap in, swap out. The swap in is the NSI part of the liquidity. The swap out is the BNB part. When you're looking at a token to say, hey, if I get involved in this token, is there an opportunity for me to have some stability to get out of it when I'm ready to do that? Or if I need to do that, then what is that option? So if we take the 13,395,950 and we divide that by 17, and you guys can do this yourself moving forward, 727,094. That gives us a 7.75 multiplier on the BNB liquidity. Let's go real quick. So that means that if for every dollar that is held in market cap, or $7.75 in market cap, there's at least $1 of BNB that can then be exited out, and then that brings down the market cap. Okay, so that is a very solid number. That these can range from anywhere from 7 up to 1,000 times, right? So now if you have a token that's 1,000 times or 500-600 times, that could be pretty dangerous. I'm going to go look up, and again, guys, nothing against any token that's out there. It does not necessarily mean if it has a higher liquidity multiplier. So this is baby. Oh, that's baby swap. Sorry, I wanted to go to baby Doge. Here it is. Okay, so baby Doge, if you look, it has 25 million plus another 300,000, so that's like 25.6. And you need to add these together on all of them, because if they have multiple ones, it means it's in different things. So we're going to say probably about 26, pretty solid 26. So if we take the 758, and this is a pretty high multiplier here, guys. So if we take the 758,809,969 divided by 26 million, we're going to say, because that's probably what that adds up to. That is a 29 times multiplier. That means for every $1 in all the other currencies, whether it's USDT or BNB, there's basically for every $29 in market cap, there's $1 to get out of there. That's one of the reasons for this big fluctuations in the pricing of it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's the way you can tell the health of it. It gets to be, the higher that multiplier is, the more risk that you're taking in getting involved in that project and being able to get out of it. That becomes more dangerous when the higher that is. So I try to stay in tokens that I'm getting involved with about anywhere from 5 times multiplier usually means there's very little activity on the token, 4 or 5 times. So it's got to really move, meaning it's got to pick momentum up, and that's got to go up to be there. Normally in the 10 to 15 range is a pretty good range to be. And then if you start getting into 20 or 30 or 40 or 50, again, I've seen them as high as 500x. Those are pretty vulnerable or volatile tokens, because a small percentage. What this means, guys, is that the higher that multiplier is, the smaller holders of the token have a bigger impact on the price of it. So if you have something that has a 500 times multiplier, 600-700 times multiplier, somebody with a very small percentage, 0.2% of the tokens, could drain a large percentage of the liquidity in a single transaction or multiple transactions and cause a sell-off, which would then dramatically reduce that side of it. So anyway, I just wanted to get that across the board. I've been talking to other people about that, that balance there. And I've never seen anybody really point that out. And liquidity does matter. That's why LP is an extremely important thing, because that's what's there for you. So in the sense of like stocks and other things, it's the market maker. It's the ability to say, oh, I need to sell this stock. It says it's valued at $500. Can I actually really go get $500 for it? And in order for that to happen in the token space, there must be LP there for you to exit out of there. This is the same on Uniswap. It's the same on Polygon. It's the same in all of the different equations that are out there. You can go look and see what is the liquidity, what's the stability of that liquidity, who's providing that liquidity, and that'll give you a lot of information on the strength of a token. All right, guys, I'm going to open up for some questions. If you guys have, you can put it in the Q&A. We've got a lot of great stuff happening. Things are moving along. We built a great funnel system that we're going to be launching with some people tonight. We've got a lot of great stuff going on with the crypto gods. And of course, we're working on a lot of projects that will bring a ton of value to TruBadger, to Catapult Swap, to CNP, those things. Our next token launch will probably be the end of March, which will be, of course, a Stardom token DAO. We're finishing up the website on that right now. Have back our opinion letter on that. And so now we'll move forward with the rest of the stuff we need to do there in order to bring that in the marketplace. Yes, Rhonda.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did I hear you say that NSI, that Insights DeFi Trader platform, will be launching in the next week or so?
Yes, as far as it looks right now, next week will be the week of the launch. Yes.
And then you showed us the PooCoin chart, and I noticed that the price of NSI was very, very attractive right now.
Especially towards the liquidity, right? You got 1.7 million in BNB liquidity, so 7.75 is a very, very nice multiplier on that, in my opinion, for a token that is definitely about to launch its technology.
So when we launch the technology and we start getting all these subscribers coming on, the value of this token is going to, I'm not a financial advisor, however, it will climb. So
with normal structure of businesses are, the more clients, the more cash flow, the more value something has, then it could move it in that.
Could move it in that direction. So yeah, if you have a little extra something, I'm just saying, I think that's what I'll probably do this weekend. Make sure, or sooner, get in and beef up my NSI tokens, because yeah, it's going to start to climb and build. So very excited for that.
I think Brenda has a question for us too.
Okay.
She said she missed which platform voting is done on. Was it CBS? No. Voting is done on SafuFi, guys. That's initially what it was built for. The solution for SafuFi was to protect the contract of the smart contracts and to protect assets that belong to the project that needed to be protected from anybody. Those are the two main things. Those have been accomplished and will be launching in the next 3 or 4 weeks, all right? Sometime this month. SafuFi's two main functions. We've already had the personal asset protection, which, like I said, it's already protected about at least 6 people that I know of from getting their wallets. Their wallets were hacked, but they had enough in the safe where it protected them from losing anything more than whatever BNB they had in that wallet. So we know it's working and it's beautiful. But SafuFi will move to, in the next 3 weeks, for you to be able to convert your Polygon NFTs into BSC NFTs and then store them in your safes. Okay, so they'll be protected. It will also be able to start doing DAO voting, which means we can go sign up multiple other projects. Our goal will be to get hundreds of projects, thousands of projects eventually, that use our software. So what will happen is let's say it's ABC token or ABC project. And they say we're a DAO and we have voting. They will come and basically pay us to use our platform for them to then collect the voting done for their project, right? So lots and lots of people will be coming to SAFUFI in order to then do that voting through our platform. So that is the idea of it, is we would provide value through that voting side of things.
Okay, we have two questions on got one question on YouTube from CJDV. Hi team. What is the most efficient way or order to invest in NSI, please?
Well, so you mean using the software? So it's on PancakeSwap or PooCoin. You can do it through. The token symbol is NSI. You can go to the website and get the contract address and put that in it. So that would be acquiring the token itself, which will benefit from it. So if that's the question you're answering, the best way to do that is to acquire the token. And that is through going to the website, getting the contract address, going out to PooCoin or PancakeSwap, pasting in that contract address, pulling it up, and then determining how much you want to swap in to the token in order to acquire the token. So that is the best, that's the pathway to being able to do that. Now, if you want to use the software, they'll have all the stuff next week on what that cost and all that stuff for utilizing it to then take your BNB and then load it onto the contract and then execute a trade, both a buy and a sell on that side of it. The auto part of that will be done in about 45, 60 days or so, but the manual part of that will be launching for you to be able to use that. So hopefully that answers the question.
Okay. We've got Brenda wants to know, do we know what we are using for Stardom token, BNB?
Yes.
Yeah. I love yes and no questions. Thank you, Brenda. Any time frame for Catapult and or CMP? Oh, he's going to stick to one word answer.
Yes, we're sticking to one word answer. All right. On both of those projects, guys, we're going to advance a lot more and get a lot of business going on. Once we've had 3 or 4 successful projects on CNB, the marketplace is up and running. We have ongoing cash flow. Then those tokens will come into the marketplace. Our goal would be to advance the project more before we do that. All right. The set of NFTs that I bought last week, when will I be able to buy another set? When I tried, it said the email wallet already existed. Rick, did you try that today?
And I do have an update about that we do want to share, since it was
okay.
So perfect time, Rick.
Go ahead and share that update, and then I will.
So Dawn has been working all morning, and Sharona trying to make sure that the upgrade options are available and open and working, and it is live and available. So you have until Wednesday of next week, call it, in order to, if you just purchased one and now you want to buy a set, you can go ahead and boost that up and
and you're going to do that by going in and hitting the upgrade button, correct? So you're not going to try to do another swap, guys, another purchase. You're going to go into where you're at. You're going to see a button that says upgrade, and the upgrade button is what's going to allow you, correct, Rhonda? I have not looked at it, just from what's been explained.
I know I haven't looked at it either, and I've been told by Sharona, who's amazingly in the background, like she's like a little voice in my ear, that Dawn has put a very complete post right up in the Telegram chat and with all those instructions. But
all right, Rick, so visit Telegram and the instructions are right there for you to walk you through being able to do that. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, if there's no other questions, that's all I've got for today. Just know that over the next 3 or 4 weeks, I know what's going to be taking place. I am amazed. So hopefully you guys will be amazed as well. Yeah. We've been working in the background. I've said it a couple times. You guys mentioned, people have said, hey, you know, what's going on with a lot of the projects. We have continued to move every single project forward, all at the same. So CNP, people working on all the time, NSI, SAFUFI, what they've built in the background has been absolutely just amazing. Catapult, TruBadger, always there are sets of teams of people that are working on every project, including all the other projects that are there. And when we actually sat down and made a list of the stuff that we're working on, and I don't know how we do it, but we do. So, and we've got a lot of people working on these guys. This is not a team of 5 people, right? There are multiple blockchain teams working on stuff, multiple UI teams working on stuff, multiple, and then of course our team, our core of NSI has a core team of a half a dozen people. We have a core team of, and that's, I'm not talking about programmers. There's lots of programmers working. I'm talking about people like Deb and Candace and Doug and Brendan, right? So on. And then we have a team of people that are working on the projects we're working on. Plus, by the way, the other projects have their people that are working on them as well. So there are literally, between programmers, blockchain, our team, everything else, you know, I don't know, and I haven't counted them. I'm going to guess 50, 60, 70 people that are working throughout all the projects, maybe more, that are working on all these projects to move them down the pathway and to get it to be successful. So hopefully today helped. We are not just building projects. We are building cutting edge technology in a space that is changing the world and will more than likely be the largest transfer of wealth in human history. Like the biggest thing in the world, guys. And if you had a scale and you said, here's just people that are writing smart contracts, nothing fresh, nothing new, and here are the most innovative projects taking place, guys, we are way down here. Okay, we're not even close to down on this side. This is just people that are saying, hey, let me take advantage, let me create a product that the blockchain has real no use to it, and then here are the blockchain is what it's about. We're way down here. We are on the cutting edge of the metaverse, the cutting edge of cross-chain, the cutting edge of play to earn, all of that stuff, the programmers, the people that we're working with, trading in a decentralized fashion, all of that, we are on the cutting edge of where we're going and where we're headed to. And I got to say, I'm going to a little bit more here. We're not only on the cutting edge of that, we're on the cutting edge of the other side of this, which is onboarding people into the space. The idea and the concept that community is the true power of the blockchain, and it is what is going to bring about this change and secure the future of decentralization and the blockchain. We understand that better than anybody else. And the reason why I know we understand it better than everybody else is because that's where we're investing our money. And I was always brought up, if you want to know what's important to anybody, whether it's a person, a company, anything, a charity, look and see where the majority of their money is being spent and where they put their treasure, their effort, and their energy. We are one of the few companies out here that the majority of our revenue goes towards onboarding people safely and educating people in the space. We're in the top 1% of projects doing that. We're in the top 1% of technology. We're in the top 1% of, you know, what our belief in the future of where things are going. So, all right, guys. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, PTR. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you guys, and we're going to continue to push forward, continue to drive things in the right direction.
You betcha. All right. Get out there and upgrade